As of late September 2025, forecasters are watching two systems in the Atlantic that could carry serious implications for the southeastern U.S. Tropical Storm Humberto, now intensifying over open waters, and a tropical disturbance currently labeled Invest 94L, which may soon evolve into Tropical Storm Imelda. Humberto formed on September 24 and is located far east of the U.S., roughly 450 to 550 miles east-northeast of the Leeward Islands. Its sustained winds are estimated in the range of 40 to 50 miles per hour as it moves generally northwestward. It is forecasted that over the next few days, environmental conditions, warm sea surface temperatures, favorable upper atmosphere winds, are expected to allow continued strengthening. Models project that Humberto could become a hurricane by Saturday and may reach major hurricane strength, Category 3 or higher, by early next week, though it is expected to remain over open water. There is no immediate landfall threat that is anticipated for Humberto. However, its presence in the Atlantic could influence wave patterns, swells, and possibly steering flows that affect other systems. Bermuda and the eastern Atlantic islands may see some indirect impacts: surf, rip currents. Invest 94L is an area of disturbed weather near the northern Caribbean, affecting Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, and portions of the Bahamas with heavy rainfall and gusts. The National Hurricane Center and other forecasts gives 94L a high probability, 80 to 90%, to develop into a tropical depression or storm soon. Once better organized, it is expected to be named Imelda. In the short term, heavy rain and thunderstorms are expected in Hispaniola, the Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos. As it moves northward, there is a possibility of U.S. impacts along the southeast or mid-Atlantic coast, including Georgia, the Carolinas, or Florida. Forecast models diverge, however, and it's too early to pinpoint a landfall zone or strength. A complicating factor: Fujiwara interaction between Imelda and Humberto, if they come within 900 miles of each other, could lead to unusual motion, path shifts, or intensity changes in either storm. The potential for Humberto and Imelda to interact adds unpredictability. Storms in proximity may tug on each other's paths, complicate steering currents, or even alter intensities. The Atlantic's upper ocean layers are especially warm, supplying energy to growing storms. At the same time, the strength and position of high-pressure systems like the Bermuda High can direct storm tracks in unexpected ways. Before a system achieves a well-defined circulation, models can disagree widely on track and intensity. Once Imelda forms, forecast consistency typically improves. Until recently, the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season had been unusually quiet for mid-September, with sparse named storms in late summer. The simultaneous development of multiple systems now signals a shift in seasonal activity. Warmer sea temperatures fueled by climate change provide storms with more latent energy, making intensification more likely. Recent studies suggest that climate-driven warming has increased hurricane wind speeds by notable margins in recent years. These changes don't necessarily create more storms, but they can make the storms that do form stronger, faster, and less forgiving. Even if Humberto doesn't make landfall, its presence reshapes the Atlantic energy field. Coastal communities along the southeast and mid-Atlantic should monitor Imelda's progress closely. Emergency management agencies may need to consider earlier readiness if forecasting converges toward a U.S. threat. Residents in areas to be affected should follow official forecasts from the National Hurricane Center and regional weather services. In zones from Florida to the Carolinas, reviewing hurricane kits, evacuation plans, and property protection is prudent now. Forecasts will adjust several times per day once Imelda forms. Pay attention to trend changes more than single model runs. With uncertainty still high, focus on ranges of possible impact: rain, wind, storm surge, rather than a precise strike point. This developing scenario underscores how even a late-season uptick and storm interactions can make hurricane forecasts trickier than ever. As Humberto and Imelda evolve, the coming days will likely bring more clarity. But also, there is room for surprises.